On this episode of Inside the Blueprint, we learn how a private equity firm helps companies reach their full potential, the importance of experienced personnel both offshore and onshore, the latest in pile and foundation technology, plus lots more. When a company needing an ownership transition is looking to grow and prosper, who can they turn to? Freestone Partners is a private equity firm and valuable resource for company founders and management teams who are looking to achieve one common goal: success. Let's meet the experts at Freestone Partners.
I started Freestone Partners because I greatly enjoy working with talented operating executives. And I've loved over the course of my career watching smaller companies grow into their potential. And so I made a career of putting the two together. Freestone targets companies that are smaller with operating cash flow of $2 to $5 million a year. We also look for companies that generally are industrial, manufacturing, distribution, asset-intensive service businesses. But we'll look for companies that are outside of those areas if we have a management team that's really talented to partner with us. And we're not looking for companies that are on life support. We don't typically want to do turnarounds, but we do want to find companies that are operating on, say, 4 cylinders, and we want to upgrade that to 8 cylinders so that they really meet their growth potential. Management teams are going to come to the table with great knowledge of the businesses and industries and competitive dynamic that they've been involved in their career. And what Freestone does is to come alongside of them and help them find a company to acquire, finance that acquisition, complete the transaction, and then help build strategies to grow the company to realize its greater potential. Our value proposition at Freestone starts with excellent management that has a track record of success. It progresses with sound market analysis and great target company identification. Then the whole thing crystallizes after we buy a company with custom-tailored strategies to grow a company. And it culminates with excellent execution, where together with that management team, we help the company realize its growth potential and create excellent investment returns.
More than just transactions, Freestone values partnering with people, growing relationships, and building high-performance teams.
I grew up in an entrepreneurial family and around entrepreneurs growing up, and I've also spent some time in a family business, and that family business was sold to private equity. So I have what I think is a unique perspective on both the entrepreneurial side of business and the private equity side of the business. What I love doing at Freestone is melding those two things together and helping some of those lower middle market companies really reach the next level in their development. Freestone Partners has chosen to really focus its efforts on that smaller business, the middle market businesses, those that might do $10 to $50 million of revenue, because that's where we think we can make maybe the best impact. We love working with those entrepreneurs and the employees around them and helping them grow. Bigger companies may grow, but we like this place in the market, which is where we think we can make the best impact. You know, anytime a founder decides to sell his business, there's emotion involved as well. Somebody that's put a lot of effort into growing that business. We appreciate that at Freestone, and I feel like I've got a unique perspective, having been involved in a family business that decided to sell. There are challenges that entrepreneur has to deal with that are beyond just the dollars and the cents of a transaction, and we appreciate that at Freestone. Many people see private equity as all about the returns and the transaction related to a particular company. At Freestone, rather than focusing on that, we focus on bringing resources to the company. We focus on helping the employees reach their fullest potential so that we can have a successful outcome for all people involved in the company.
Through times of prosperity and adversity, it's good to know that you have someone looking out for your best interests.
We think it's important for people to understand that Freestone works with portfolio companies to have positive impacts on their community, on their customers, and their employees. And our investors are like-minded in wanting to see small businesses be successful. And together, we believe that small businesses provide an entrepreneurial environment that encourages personal growth, excellent investment returns, and new opportunities. Companies can benefit from the partnering with Freestone because of the collaboration of ideas revolving around new markets and products, the launching of strategic initiatives like opening new locations and acquisitions, and process enhancements that make the company able to achieve higher levels of performance. And when times get tough, Freestone, working alongside management, can help put the company back on its path for success.
Offering companies and their employees a solid foundation where they can grow and prosper is our #1 priority.
Freestone's benefited us in a number of ways. They've injected capital into our business to help us expand our scope of services. They've provided banking expertise to assist with growth and help us weather business cycles. And they provided us guidance and support in a number of strategic growth initiatives.
Freestone has been very supportive in helping us with strategy and with financial issues, particularly working through the COVID episode. Office furniture was in the center of that, and that's what ergogenesis is. They also helped us with strategic issues, particularly working through business to business and now moving into business to consumer, which requires a lot of patience and financial investment and is an important part of our recovery process.
We want to continue to build the partnership so that we can enhance the lives and the economic well-being of our management teams, their employees, and our investors. And longer term, we want to build the company so that we can continue the legacy that the firm has started in a new generation beyond the founders and the current partners of the firm.
For more information about Freestone Partners, visit their website, freestonepartners.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Working on an oil rig can be a dangerous job. Focusing on safety, training, and continuing education is of the utmost importance. Let's meet the experts at Offshore Inspection Group to tell you more.
I manage the day-to-day operations and work with our clients, making sure that everything that they need, we understand their scope of work. We pair people from the industry to work on projects to meet those scope of work. We try and match not only skill set, but also personalities. We hope we learn from our mistakes. People will make mistakes, people who don't know the industry, first time on a rig, they're a family. They're living on those rigs 6 months out of the year in some cases. So that's their second family. And they really care about those who they work with. It is a family onshore and it's a family offshore. Safety is critical. We have to get our teams home to their families and have some downtime before they go back. It is a stressful job.
Collaborating and partnering with a wide variety of industries to help drive solutions and maintain standards.
We deliver to the client an experienced team of people who can train youngsters with education but haven't seen this equipment. We work on oil installations, drilling equipment, well intervention equipment, vessels that support the industry, and we're mainly marine engineering, subsea, drilling equipment. Electrical is across the whole table. And we look at safety, that's very important. We try and teach people how to do their job safely. And the industry is regarded as dangerous. It is if you don't have the experience of how this equipment works. It is dangerous, but it's not dangerous if you know what it is. If you don't have the operational knowledge, experience to realize what this is capable of, then you're a danger to yourself. But you do get trained. You get trained very well because you don't want to be a handicap to your mate who's probably working with you and doing the same thing. Your health is critical to you.
In an industry that's more like family, Offshore Inspection Group places an emphasis on the right people in the right place.
We need to bring back apprenticeship programs, mentoring programs. There's a lot of smart young professionals out there that has not gone to college that can actually do the job, but they're bringing hands-on. People coming out of college, they're book smart. They know their theory, they know what's supposed to happen, they've been given management skills. We need to blend those two. So we need to have an apprenticeship program to come into the industry so the older generation that's leaving the industry can actually transfer that knowledge and the history of why we did what we did. All the new technology is great, but if you don't know the history of how that technology has evolved, then you're missing something and mistakes can be made.
Experience is the best teacher.
We're here to find out what's the best way of getting this operation through its build or reconfiguration to get it onto contract, get it working, and once it's working, the client's got something that's doing what he wants it to do, the owner has got a piece of equipment that's doing what's required, the team who's operating it are doing the right thing, everybody gets paid, and everybody goes home safely.
You can't always prevent everything from happening, but what we do is providing inspection services, commissioning oversight, making sure everybody is complying with regulations. We want to make sure everybody's following the rules. Industry says we can do it on our own. No, you need a third party. The CFRs actually state you need a third party to come in and certify. We help the oil companies, we help the rig companies, we help the new people coming into the industry, as well as the ones that are very well experienced. We look at people, we look at equipment, we look at the whole picture to make sure that the safety is being adhered to and regulations are being followed.
For more information about Offshore Inspection Group, visit their website at offshoreinspectiongroup.com. And of course, visit our website at insidetheblueprint.com. Have you ever given much thought to the foundation of the building that you're in, or the bridge that you're driving over? Probably not. Matt Fenwick from Pileworks thinks about it on a daily basis. Here he is to tell you more.
We focus on a number of different areas of business, that be transmission and distribution, oil and gas, heavy civil operations, and in that process we get involved in the foundation designs. Some of these designs are based off of existing elements that we are redesigning. We work with our contractors and our customers in order to come up with value-add solutions that better fit their project, that give them a better turnaround time or a better schedule that they can adhere to. When a structure is being designed, the loading and the overall footprint of a building are the first thing that gets done. After that, the deep foundation portion of it is what becomes in review, and a lot of times you have to be risk adverse when selecting what that foundation element looks like. So these things can grow in size. What we do is design down from that and look at smaller diameter foundations that potentially reduce the footprint that is required in order to support a structure. We design and manufacture all types of foundations, that be micropile, driven pile, grouted displacement pile, helical pile, or energy piling. It is quite often that progressive designs are overlooked in the foundation world due to the predictability associated with performance.
Using state-of-the-art robotic technology throughout the manufacturing process ensures a safe and reliable product.
The robots are able to consistently weld the same and accurately put the welds where they need to be over and over again. The flight presses are set up to where they're programmed and they consistently put out the same size flights over and over again. And as far as the profiling machine goes, it accurately places the holes and cuts the pipe to length. Here at Pileworks, we take a lot of different jobs, a lot of different customers have different ways to do things. Engineers all think of some way different. So what I do is I look at these projects and I can rearrange our equipment to help us build these things more proficiently. Not only just the equipment, but help the other employees to attain a certain time frame to get these products out.
Stronger foundations mean greater reliability against natural disasters, devastation, and wear over time.
The problem we see in this industry oftentimes are the disconnect between the engineer, the manufacturer, and the contractor. So we tend to bring all three together. Working with all of them brings the most cost-effective and quickest solution to any project.
One thing I really like about working at Pileworks is the cradle to grave. So we are dealing with the installers and we are contacting them. We know their schedule. We know that they need this many piles by tomorrow or they can't install. I get to push the pipe through from start to finish. If there's questions, I find out how we can solve them. My day is essentially start to finish, problem solving and making sure that the customer gets their parts when they need them and there's no issues on site.
Always keeping an eye on the environment and the future, Pileworks employs the latest in green technologies.
We design a lot of our foundations to have a green energy component to them. Some of these designs that we do for support of structures we can utilize the piling system itself as a closed-loop column well, which provides geothermal energy for a building and its heating and cooling demands. This reduces the overall energy envelope that a building has to put out and can reduce greenhouse gas emissions. There are many things about this job that are extremely rewarding. Helping contractors find new solutions and new ways to tackle a project is one of the biggest benefits associated with what we do. We have a lot of process that we put into our design that a lot of other manufacturers don't, and our relationships with our contractors is what drives our business. We like to handle things from the start to the finish, and not only from the manufacturing side, but also out on the job site. We find ourselves with contractors helping them in post-construction problems, not just necessarily pre-construction design.
For more information about Pileworks, visit their website, pileworks.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Are you looking to get involved in real estate investing, but aren't sure where or how to begin? Disrupt Equity is dedicated to educating every American on how to get started investing in lucrative commercial real estate properties, such as apartment complexes.
We started Disrupt Equity because we saw an opportunity in the marketplace to use technology to really modernize real estate. It's a very dated industry, and really what we do is help investors get access to real estate investments they don't have otherwise, and it's something that we're both very passionate about.
Our mission statement is for everybody to live the life that they want, and that includes not only our team here at Disrupt Equity, but also our investors in our projects as well as our tenants at our properties.
Commercial real estate investing is not just for a select few, and the stock market isn't the only avenue for building wealth.
Syndication in a nutshell is a way for people to pool money together in order to buy bigger assets. You have $25,000. You can put that as a down payment on a $100,000 house. Now, if you pull that $25,000 together with 40 other people, that gives you $1 million. Now that $1 million can allow you to go buy a $4 million property. It allows people to pull their money together to buy bigger, better properties. If you're an investor looking to passively invest with Disrupt Equity, we make it very easy. It's only 4 pieces of paperwork that you have to review and then potentially sign, and then you have to make your wire transfer in. From there, you're going to get monthly updates and monthly distributions. One of the misconceptions that there is about commercial real estate is that it's only for the wealthy. The beauty of syndication is that it allows retail investors to be able to go out and buy bigger, better properties that maybe traditionally in the past were only for the wealthy. Some of the other things that you could say is, hey, it's too risky. Well, the beauty of what we buy is that you can bring in professional third-party property management companies to run these on your behalf. There's not going to be any calls that you're going to be taking in the middle of the night about, this toilet needs to be plunged or this thing has broken down, because at the end of the day, these bigger properties allow you to have that management component on site, which is the beauty of what we do.
Commercial real estate has become antiquated. New and exciting opportunities have now opened up for sponsors like us to create a real estate syndication and provide the space for everyday investors to enter the market.
We really look for markets that are going to help make our job easier to perform for our investors. And really we're looking for population growth, job growth, and other factors that are going to help contribute to that. And that's ultimately why we like the Texas, Georgia, and Florida markets. When underwriting an asset, we spend a lot of time digging into the financials and looking at what's the story of that deal. What can we do with bringing in fresh money and tighter operations to help make it a better asset and ultimately get that return for our investors. Property management is really the hardest part of the business and really our secret sauce. We have our own management company, which allows us to go in and implement something a little bit different than what of our competitors do. We like to go in and figure out how do we build a community and make it a better property, which in turn allows us to continue to perform better for that asset.
With a strong background in technology, our team helps identify new multifamily passive real estate investment opportunities.
Technology is really what's allowed us to differentiate ourselves with our competitors. We focus a lot of energy in looking at how do we modernize the experience both for tenants and investors. And for tenants, tenants want to live in a modern unit. They don't want to live in a dated unit. People love having locks that they can access. They like being able to pay rent online. And ultimately those things turn into a better investment for our investors because we have more tenants paying rent and an easier way to track results and performance for what's going on at the assets. As an investor, you should spend a lot of time finding the right operator. You want to find someone that you like, know, and trust, and more importantly, has a proven track record and has people that you can talk to. Get to know the operator, get to know their investors, and find a mix that fits your investment criteria.
We're very transparent guys. We love the fact that people want to ask questions, and we feel like an educated investor is a good investor. So we're always happy to answer questions and provide some insight into why we think an opportunity is good.
It's been exciting to see the growth that we've had over the past couple of years, and we're going to continue to capitalize on that by finding best-in-class investments and really opening up other investment opportunity classes for our investors.
For more information about Disrupt Equity, visit their website, disruptequity.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. Have you ever given thought to how 3D seismic data interpretation can positively affect your business? The experts at Subsurface Clarity certainly have. Let's talk to geoscientist Ken Abdullah to learn more.
At Subsurface Clarity, we apply high-end technology and interpretation and aspects of data conditioning and analysis to solve small and medium-sized companies' issues with the subsurface reservoirs. 3D seismic data are used by the petroleum industry in quite a broad spectrum of applications. At the exploration stage, it's used to target new areas for finding oil and gas, and at the detailed development and production levels, it targets the nature of your actual producing reservoir, aspects of the reservoir that we can pull out from the seismic data, character and response. And at Subsurface Clarity, we cover this entire spectrum of applications.
Various industries are benefiting from this advanced software.
Seismic data imaging and processing applications and software, the research that goes into that type of package and software suite can benefit a number of industries. That research can be applied in the military, in terms of submarine technology. It can also be applied in the medical industry in terms of imaging. And also, too, we can apply aspects of this in terms of carbon capture. And that's probably the one that's closest to home right now in terms of a direct transfer of our software to an application other than producing oil and gas. The advantage of coming out of working with larger oil companies is that exposure to software and the understanding of how these can be applied to solve problems for smaller companies is really where we bring the value of the technology to the smaller company. This technology allows that company to analyze their data in ways in which previously they would not have looked at before. So we do frequency analysis, a lot of detailed attribute analysis that speaks directly to the rock properties and the nature of their reservoir rocks.
Approachable, accessible, and communicative. All of this helps their business and your business to succeed.
Companies of all sizes obviously have to work within their budgets, and small companies feel often a greater pinch in terms of making sure that the money that they spent is well spent. The technology that we bring helps them to apply high-end technology at low cost to solve the problems, stay within budget, and hopefully make more profits in the long run. We are moving the company now into a collaborative space where we're taking our products that go all the way into reservoir modeling, but we're moving it into consultants who take it into dynamic reservoir modeling. And we're also opening up our workflows such that we bring in the quantitative interpretation aspect of geophysics, which I think is extremely exciting. It's expanding our product of services that we hope to share with our clients.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? For more information on Subsurface Clarity LLC, visit their website, subsurfaceclarity.com. And of course, visit our website, insidetheblueprint.com. MagicPack is an industry leader in multifamily HVAC technology. A combination of performance, convenience, and flexibility, these all-in-one units optimize the construction process from design to occupancy.
So our mission is to be the obvious choice for heating and cooling solutions for the multifamily industry, for architects and engineers and developers and contractors. This is a goal that we pursue with a unique product called MagicPack. MagicPack is an all-in-one HVAC system that maximizes and optimizes projects. Allied Air is a division of Lennox International, and we happen to be celebrating our 125th anniversary this year. Lennox is quite unique, actually, as the only American-based pure HVAC provider. Our commitment and our intensity of focus is a big, big deal. We launched the Magic Pack concept more than 50 years ago now, offering a new approach to delivering comfort in multifamily dwellings. In fact, we created this all-in-one HVAC category.
Magic Pack is an all-in-one HVAC system which improves the overall building environment while saving time and money.
So Magic Pack is a really unique approach to doing heating and cooling systems in a multifamily environment, like an apartment or a condo. First of all, it starts by not taking two separate components, an indoor unit and an outdoor unit, and having them separately installed, but having everything combined into one single box. So when you do that, you simplify the design stage by making it easier to include the HVAC system unobtrusively in the apartment complex or building. It makes it easier for an architect to design around the HVAC system and not have to make space and waste valuable green space outside the building. And it makes it easier for the installing contractor to repeatably put in a unit indoor only, takes less than half the time of a traditional system, reduces your labor hours, and gets you faster to the occupancy stage when the property can start making money. So this all-in-one HVAC system contains everything you need in one single compact package. You have a high-efficiency blower up top that moves the air throughout your system. In the center, you'll see a high-efficiency gas section with reliable blowers and a high-efficiency inducer motor to bring in fresh air from the outside. And then at the bottom, you'll see the compressor and then our high surface area coils that transfer the maximum amount of heat to the maximum amount of efficiency.
We're in Allied Air Manufacturing in Owensboro, South Carolina. We started off from the base lay-in station, move around to the brazing stations. This is where we solder our joints together so that there causes no leaks. Then we put those to two high-powered pressure testers. One high-powered pressure, the next is the chamber. Then we go through a vacuum stage, test it, cooling stages. Then we install that to marry the heating side.
From innovative technology that serves architects, property developers, engineers, and mechanical contractors, Allied Air, with their product Magic Pack multifamily HVAC system, which optimizes the construction process from design to occupancy.
So we're really excited about the future of our company. Magic Pack is a well-recognized solution in many markets across Canada and the United States. We're seeking to broaden our footprint into all of the other markets, and we expect to see significant growth in the future.
Thanks for watching Inside the Blueprint. For more information on any of the products you saw today, or to find out how to become part of the show, please visit InsideTheBlueprint.com.